I'm Zipporah, and the first discussion question is how the development of motor skills can influence the development of perceptual and or cognitive skills. So essentially, the more that the babies were able to interact with their surroundings, their environment, the more that they were able to learn. An example of this is, for example, is when Panijao, the baby from Namibia, when his mother put the thing on his head to balance it, in a few seconds it fell off, but he was able to learn from that experience and adjust the way he needed to balance it. So the second time when she put it on his head, he was able to hold it on longer and even walk away with it on his head. As question two, we'll discuss whether cultural differences in parental practices influence the onset of motor skills or perceptual skills or cognitive skills. I think yes, it did influence their motor skills and perceptual skills and cognitive skills. An example is when what's his name? All the babies were exposed to animals very early on in their infanthood, if that's even a word, in their lives, and except for Marie. So the other babies, they all saw animals as being safe or friends, either one. Whereas Marie, she had no pets, she had no animals on a farm. So when they took her to the zoo, she was very scared of the tigers. A second example would be how all the babies, for example, Marie and Hattie from the US, they both had like mommy and me classes and they both had like instruments to help them learn how to walk. So they learned how to walk pretty early in the movie. Also, so did Tony Zhao because his mother didn't have any instruments for him to walk. So he had a lot of time on the floor. So that helped him to become a strong walker also. Whereas the other baby from Mongolia, he learned to walk a little slower than the other babies because his mother always tied him up in the blanket. So his walking skills developed lately until after she took things off and he was able to interact with his environment.